Well, Ginny decided to treat herself to a mac and cheese. What I enjoy about mac and cheese is not the food, it's the cartons that are left over. Because these are brilliant for recycling. They're quite rigid. All you need to do is make a few holes in bottom, put a bit of compost in and sow your seeds. And they hardly take up any space or any compost. So it's a brilliant way to start plants off without it costing you any money. So I'm just going to eat up this screwdriver to make those holes. But if you don't want to do that, you can use a soldering iron as well. I just don't have one at the moment. So there we go, quick easy job. The reason I want that tub is because I'm going to start off some swede. I love swede and mashed potatoes, but swede, very small seeds. So putting them in a little container like that works better for me. First we need some compost. And because swede seeds are so small, you're better off sieving your compost. And you don't need to fill this to the top. Just a nice amount and then level that bed out. I'm just slightly compacting it down as I go as well. But they're not going to be in this tray for a long time. As soon as I get a decent sized seedling, I'll just prick them out and move them on. We'll just have a quick look at these seeds. And you can see that they are quite small. So I'm basically going to broadcast these seeds over the top of this compost. And I don't need loads. But if we do more than we need, then we know we're going to get something out of it. Some seeds just don't germinate. So that is the extent of seed sowing. Hopefully you can see that. And then we're going to get some more of this really fine compost. Just sprinkle it over the top. But don't bury those seeds too deep. As you can see, we're still not even at the top of this container. When you come to water them, make sure you use a spray bottle or something like that. Don't use something with a lot of pressure behind it, or you'll just bury those seeds even deeper. So I'll do a quick spray on that, and that's as recycled container set up, and we're just waiting for those little swede seedlings to appear. I've also got quite a few of these onion sets left as well, so I might as well pop them in that bed, and that's that bag done. And that amounted to around 50 onions for about £2.40. You can see that container lettuce is looking really healthy as well. So another quick easy job today. We just need to pop these onions in, and you've seen me do this before, and I'm going to put them about 3 inches apart. Hopefully we can get some big bulbs. Another quick easy job, and that's another row of onions planted. I've got a few left, so I'm going to put those in a container. And that's some more that we've done in these trays. And you can see the green tops are starting to appear already. I thought I'd just show you these apple trees that we bought last year. They look amazing. Look at all that flower. They've done really well in a very short space of time. And those pansies are starting to pick up now as well. Everything in this green stalk planter is putting on some good size. And I did end up doing 2 of these French bean planters. We've also got plenty of bits and bobs that side as well. We're just waiting to move those and get it all set up properly, along with this golden raspberry plant. And you can see that this is now starting to get buds on it. And then in its propagator, we've got all the plants that aren't so cold hardy. And those tomatoes are coming on really well. This one has already started to flower. And that's a tumbling tom cherry tomato plant. All the peppers are looking healthy as well. And considering they're only in a propagator at this time of year it's good to see that the cold's not affecting them. And then in the bottom we've got those peppers that we recently potted on. So another very useful addition to this container garden. And as rhubarb is getting bigger and bigger. So considering it's still April, this caravan container garden is really starting to take shape. There's probably quite a few things that you otherwise would chuck away that you can use and recycle to grow your little seedlings in. Even probably things like that, little pie trays. Always make holes in bottom of everything. Yogurt cartons come in really handy as well. And then there's egg boxes. When we chit as potatoes, we put them in these. They're 12 cell trays that we bought, and they're perfect. But if you don't want to buy trays, just use an old egg box. It's the exact same thing. You just pop them in there with those chits facing upwards, and then they won't fall over. Same thing as using a shop bought tray. And then one last thing that I've been doing for quite a few years, cling film that you usually find in your kitchen drawers. I stretch that over the tops of those trays, like the one we've just used to put those swede seeds in. And what that does is it retains moisture. So you won't have to water that tray as often. And because it's got some consistent moisture in that tray, it's also going to help those seeds germinate quicker. But if you do that, as soon as you see those seedlings appearing, take that cling film off. And by doing that, you've made yourself a free homemade propagator. That's a couple more jobs done today. It's been so nice this weather. You just want to be outside as much as possible. So we've got the swede seedlings on the way. We've put another row of onion sets in, and as I've shown you outside, you can see the ones we put in a week or so ago have already got the green tops starting to come through. So as onions are on the way. If you know anybody has cartons like that one I've just shown you, ask them not to throw them away. And then you've got those free trays whenever you need them to start off your seedlings. Anyway, enjoy this weekend, enjoy your Easter bank holiday as well. And if you want to see what we're going to be doing over weekend and into next week, please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell, and I'll see you next time. Take care.